Hey there, Taurus, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. In this reading, we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week. Also, Taurus, please remember that if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, they may show up in your reading, so take the energies as they resonate. They may be reversible or interchangeable between... Oh, okay. Goodness. They may be reversible or interchangeable between you and your person. Spirit, can we please keep the cards on the table? All right. Every single sign has gotten the Magician this week. This is crazy. Everybody as a collective is just manifesting. All right, Taurus. I pulled it out. The main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Temperance. A lot of healing, a very transformative change that you are going through. And I feel like you've been going through this for a while, Taurus. So this isn't like, an overnight thing. We'll see. In the recent past, you get the Four of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. There's a really strong bond showing up between you and another person here. And you're showing up as unhappy about it in the recent past for some reason. And the reason I feel like you're unhappy, Taurus, is because you don't feel like it's balanced. You don't feel like there's an equal give and take between you and this person. Yes, the bond feels intense. Yes, it feels very strong, but you don't feel like you guys are both contributing equally. More so like you're giving more than they are. But we'll see. In the current situation, you get the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Eight of Swords. You're really, really, really clear about what you're manifesting. You know what you want. You're focused on manifesting it. You're focused on creating it. Problem is, you're also overthinking it. And so it's kind of like you're like, oh, I want this job, right? Like I'm manifesting this job which pays this much and brings in this much money and I have this many days off. But then you're also overthinking. You're like, well, how am I going to make this happen? Well, this is so unrealistic. Well, how am I going to do that? So we'll see. We'll see what's going on in the current situation. In the near future, you get the World, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. There's a cycle closing out for you here in the near future, Taurus. We'll see exactly what's closing out. And as a result of the cycle closing out, it's like you're waiting for something. You're expecting something to come in. But while you're waiting, you're not just sitting there, waiting for paint to dry. You're focusing on yourself. You're like, you know what? Yeah, something ended, but I'm doing me. I'm going to focus on my stability, my career possibly, things that I need. So we'll see. I like it. Let's take a look at this Four of Wands in the recent past, see what that's about. Four of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, there's a really strong connection between you and another person here, and you have a lot of love for this person. Now, for some reason, it's showing up as you having a hard time feeling this love. It's almost like it's like heavy. It's weighing heavy on you for some weird reason. However, with the Wheel of Fortune, I see that changing. I see good energy coming in, and so I feel like whatever it is that is currently weighing heavy on you when it ties up to this connection is going to be changing. It's going to be shifting in a very positive direction, or it has shifted because this is in your recent past. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups in your recent past. Maybe we'll see why this love is so difficult for you to feel. Here you are showing up in your power. Four of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Fool. Taurus, you want a new beginning with something. You want to start fresh. You want it like a clean slate. In the recent past, you're showing up as unhappy. Possibly tied up to this connection. Possibly feeling an energy of like bleh, pertaining to something. And that brings about a sense of confusion for you. You know that deep down what you want is just to start fresh, start over. You're like, clean slate. That's what I want. And you're showing up here in your power. The Hierophant is you. And so what that's telling me is that you know what you actually want, but for some reason you're confused about how to possibly achieve it, how to make it happen. There's something when it comes to like the practical aspect of how this whole thing is going to happen that you're a little bit confused about. But overall, you want to start fresh. You want like a clean start. You want a clean slate. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles in your recent past. I don't know if you want a clean slate within yourself or if you want it pertaining to this connection. It's not telling me that. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles in your recent past. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Star. You really, really want this, Taurus. I feel like this has to do with the connection. You really want this connection. You want there to be balance. You want to feel like you're giving and getting equally, and like you're not giving more than they give. They're not giving more than you give. You want to feel balanced. And it's almost like you know that you can achieve this. It's almost like you're like, I know that this can happen. I know that this energy is present, but for some reason it's bringing in anxiety for you. It's almost like you're scared or you're anxious about like, can I actually make this happen? Is what I feel, is what I know actually gonna come true? Or is this just like a wish that I have where I'm just like living in la la land? That's showing up for you in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Ace of Swords in the current situation. Maybe you gain some clarity, some understanding about something. I feel the intensity though. I feel your desire tied up to that. To that wanting that balance, wanting that equal give and take. For the Ace of Swords in the current situation, you get the Judgment, the Moon, and the Hermit. Taurus, you're realizing something. There's something that you're coming to the realization in the current situation. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something that there's three cards here of like realizing something, but you don't want to look at it. It's almost like you're coming to the understanding or the realization of like either this will work, this won't work, whatever it is that you're realizing, you don't want it. You're almost like, yeah, I know, but nah, I don't really want to look at this. I don't want to deal with this. Now, again, Taurus, if you're dealing with a Virgo, this could be their energy, but I feel like deep within you, whatever it is you're looking at, whatever it is you're realizing, it's something that you don't really want to look at. You don't really want to accept this to be true. Let's take a look. The Magician in the current situation, the Knight of Wands just popped out. Give me two more for the Magician in the current situation for Taurus. Magician is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Two of Wands. You're manifesting some form of action. You're manifesting something happening. You're manifesting some movement in like a good, positive direction. That's what you're manifesting. And I feel like on a deep, deep level, you believe that you're going to get this. And you like on your soul, your subconscious is communicating with you and be like, yeah, you can get this. And you're just kind of like, yeah, this is what I want, putting it out into the universe, and I'm waiting for it to come true. I'm waiting for it to come to me. Let's see. I can't say if it's actually coming true or not, but I see you definitely feeling very confident and being like, yeah, I want this, it's going to happen, and you're just kind of like waiting for it to come in. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in the current situation, see why you're feeling a little bit stuck. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. You got the Four of Cups in the recent past tied up to wanting a new beginning, a clean, fresh start, but being a little confused about how to achieve it. In the current situation, Taurus, you have, the way it's showing up, there's a new beginning. There's a new offer coming in for you, okay? It's like somebody is approaching you and being like, hey, Taurus, let's do this. Let's see how we can work. You're getting something that you desired. You want this new offer. However, the way it's coming in, it's almost like you feel like there are strings attached, which is why you're overthinking this. It's like, for example, and this is just a story that's popping into my head. This isn't for everybody. Somebody that you really, really want, somebody you have a lot of love for, you're like, hey, I really want a new beginning with this person. I wish they would approach me and just tell me they want to be in a relationship with me. They come forward and they tell you, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you. But this is someone from your past and you're realizing that their traits, their patterns, the way they used to behave, the things that bothered you in the past are still bothering you. They haven't changed. And so even though you're getting this new beginning that you want, you're unhappy about it because you feel like there's still some toxic traits tied up to this person. It's like almost like there's strings attached. It's like you get what you want, but it's not how you wanted it, type of thing. And that's bringing about a really strong sense of you overthinking this and feeling a little bit stuck. Like, should I take this? Should I not? You know, what should I do? I feel for you, Taurus. Let's take a look at the world in the near future. There's a cycle closing out for you. See what that's about. The world is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Death, and the Eight of Wands. Somebody here is deciding to close something out, to end something. I don't know what it is. Intuitively, I'm picking up that someone is choosing to end the connection, end the relationship. And I feel like this is you, Taurus. I feel like not only are you like, okay, I'm not going to take this offer, like, I gotta end this. I gotta close this cycle out. You're also going to express this. You're going to communicate this to this person and be like, hey, man or woman, listen, I know that this is, what I wanted, but I can't. We got to end this. Let's part ways. Man, it's heavy, but I don't... The interesting thing here, Taurus, is I don't see pain. I don't see heartbreak tied up to this. I see overthinking. I see some anxiety. I don't see you feeling painful about this, which is telling me that you probably made this decision a while ago. It's just now coming to, like, you actually acting on it. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands in the near future. Three of Wands is clarified by the Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, which you get again in your near future. You're waiting to feel good and fair about your decision. I feel like you ended this, Taurus. You're showing up as focused on yourself, taking care of yourself. You're also showing up as single, by the way. But you're showing up as like taking care of yourself and really focusing on yourself, nurturing yourself, focusing on your business, really doing you. And it's almost like you're kind of waiting to feel like you made the right decision and to be like, yeah, this was like, I feel good about this now. I feel like the fairness was restored in this situation. I don't see pain, which is, it's good, right? But you're almost like waiting to feel like, yeah, this was the just decision. This was the good decision for me to make. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles in your near future, closing out your reading. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Lovers, the Ace of Swords. Taurus, as you're working on yourself, as you're focused on yourself, you're going to realize that walking away from this connection was the right decision. You're going to get that clarity that you so desperately crave in the near future. You're going to get it. As you focus on yourself, though, when you make this decision to end this, I see you a little bit like it's like you want to end this. You're like, I know this is the right thing, but there's doubts. There's still doubts. You're still going to go through with it energetically is what it's showing me, but there's going to be some doubts. As you keep focusing on yourself, give it a couple of days, you're going to realize that walking away from this connection was the best thing for you, and it's going to bring so much clarity for you. It's like not even funny, Taurus. And again, the Temperance is the main energy for your reading. Temperance is all about going through a very big transformative process. These transformative processes are usually difficult, Taurus. And it feels like you're almost recognizing something here. It's like the way I'm getting this is a pattern. This isn't somebody new that you're dealing with. This reading is about a connection that you may be choosing to end, but it's not just about this connection. This connection is the catalyst for your intense growth and transformation. And it's almost like you're ending this phase, this big phase of your life, and moving into like a new one with like amazing energy and so many realizations and so much growth. I like, as I'm explaining this, Taurus, I just feel so inspired. Like energetically, my energy just feels so elated and like happy and like radiant. It's like you're growing. And again, there's no pain here. There's some pain in the recent past, emotional pain, some anxiety. There's some overthinking in the current situation, but I don't see heartbreak. I don't see you hitting rock bottom here. So I feel like you've been through this for a minute. Like, you know. Give me two more for what the universe would like for you to keep in mind, Taurus. From the universe, you get the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Your defenses are up this week, Taurus. And this is also you last week. Your defenses were definitely up. I feel like whatever happened last week is spilling over into this week. You're waiting for this confusion to dissipate. You're waiting for the clarity. You're going to get the clarity in the future, Taurus. This week, you're going to be a little bit confused. It's almost like you're going to be kind of like waiting, planning, trying to figure things out. And as you're doing that, there's a lot of defense mechanisms that are up. You're really protecting yourself. You're really making sure that you don't get hurt. And that's fine, Taurus. That's totally fine. because you're going to come to the realization that you made the right decision. Okay? I know you can't see it now, but the energy is showing me that you will. The cards are telling me that you will. So Taurus, I really feel for you, man. Intense reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you here next week, Taurus. Bye.